We again begin with reminder that only when your nervous system is stabilized in your new identity, manifestations become automatic, you become your vision. That's the only way. Everything else is effort without results. I watched great episodes about this subject and how important is shift in perspective. So as long as we are here on this journey, no matter how challenging situations seem to be, have a different approach, and instead of ruminating, why is this happening for me? I must be bad or broken or incapable, or what's wrong with me? Ruminate, how is this happening for me? Everything is always happening to us, through us, for us. And when you are capable to go to that darkest point, you re-emerge on the other side as literally wizard, someone who can literally through these human eyes see like through God's eyes. Your eyes are God's eyes. You can see through spirit. Your life and your happiness and your desires are God's business. Therefore, no one can interfere. And all the best doors that God opened for you and is opening for you, no person can shut. Recognize the calling of your soul, of your subconscious, and that will put you in a room with great people. Authenticity is the key. Vulnerability is the key. People are sick and tired of fake, of comparing, of scrolling, of being constant in a state of fight or flight. Everybody nowadays more than ever needs to know how to down-regulate, to self-regulate, to recalibrate, to know how to put themselves in a state of ease, in a state of flow, in alignment, in understanding, in allowing, in alignment, and in allowing even when they don't understand. The turning point is to allow and to be in alignment even when you don't understand. That's the best feeling. Oftentimes we resist, and when something occurs, and many times and often it does, we resist. We immediately start to complain, to judge, to resist. Why is this happening now? I thought I was doing something useful. You see, this doesn't work. Well, when you feel that, that's the moment when it actually works the most. But the question is, shall you fall into a trap of your old identity, who used to immediately point on flaws and on what's going wrong, instead of realizing that that's the turning point? And when you say, you know what, God, universe, source, infinite intelligence, however you're calling it, at this moment I can't see the bigger picture and I don't understand why is this happening, but I allow and I align with your vision. Your vision is bigger and you can see now which I will see later. Why is this happening? For my highest good and for the highest good of those that surround me. It always in life works like that. This game of mind and this game of life never stops. So if you think that you did something and that's it, you're wrong. The higher the level, the stronger the devil. And the more you know about this spiritual world, your obligation and your duty in a sense of being pure human and cleaning your heart also gets bigger. Life will find all possible ways to purify and clean your heart. Many times that's through pain, through trials and errors, through challenging situations, it's preparing you for all the blessings and rewards that wait you on the other side when you show that you're the one, you're the chosen. Everyone is chosen and everyone's the one. As Einstein said, every person is born in this world as genius. But the question is what happens later through the growing up and through the conditioning of the mind from society and through brainwashing of the world. If you were brainwashed from the world, your duty and your obligation is to brainwash yourself, to use the best tool and the most powerful tool, that's your mind, to work for you 24/7. So if you are someone, as I used to be, who had all kinds of limited beliefs, mental blockages, self-sabotaging mind activities most of the time, even if I would try to affirm something nice, let's say, at the beginning it was like I would say, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am worthy, I am this, I am that, and immediately self-sabotaging mind would creep in and say, no, you're not, and come up with all the reasons why I had the confirmation that I really am not at the time. So great mind hack to practice if you're at the beginning, because later on you know how to immediately recognize first thought that wants to pull you in that upstream flow, and you block it. But if you're at the beginning, great mind hack and technique to practice is to, instead of affirming I am, let's say, successful, if you are not yet successful, is to ask question, how comes that I am so successful? How comes that everything is working out for me? How comes that I am loved? How comes that I'm so beautiful? How comes that I'm able to heal? How comes that I'm able to see opportunities where I used to see blockages, and so on and so forth? So when you ask a question, mind is then, because the mind is goal achieving mechanism, it immediately begins to work to find the answer, how come that you are so successful, happy, healthy, wealthy, loved, whatever it is that you are working on your journey right now. It's much simpler than it seems. At the beginning, it seems very challenging and hard, especially if you are in certain age, if you didn't do the work when you were younger, as it was in my case. I even late found out about this personal development and law of attraction and spiritual work. And I remember that's the only, not sadness, not sorrow, but kind of regret that I have is that I would love that I found these techniques earlier, but never mind, some people never discover how powerful they are, and even this is for the reason because I am now, so to say, in a place where I know how to use it for my and for benefit of others, because everyone says that it doesn't matter how rich you are, what car you drive, how powerful you are or your friends, or how successful you are. The only thing that counts in spiritual world and that God is taking notes of is what you're doing for others, how available you are to serve others, how open and willing you are to give of yourself in order to serve others. So everything we do, and even this, the first law of those who awaken in the facts that they are not victims of their life, but they are creators of their life. First law of every creator is that those who learn must teach. So, in order to be the light for other souls that are yet at the beginning. When you reach to that point, you don't have to work anything. The only thing that's required from your part is to be open and to allow the spirit to work through you. The only thing that is required from you is to let that voice express itself through you without any stopping or judging from your part. I will never here prepare anything I want to say. Maybe this isn't, I don't know, the highest quality, or I'm doing this from my phone. I don't even have cameras. I don't even have no one to ask how and what should I do. I am simply that who realized that my soul's purpose is to allow the spirit to express through me, and I will do it even if one person finds it useful. I am happy and I am grateful. There are so many reasons to be happy and to be grateful. We are so powerful. Also in that episode, it was Louis Hawes and his podcast where the guest was Jim Curtis, who had also some health challenges and went through enormous pain and all of that. He told a great story about how one person who was climbing the mountain, and at some point he was in life danger, and he felt outer body experience and euphoria. And Jim Curtis explained that as the ability of every single one of us and of the power of our mind to release DMT in this case, in this person's occasion, as the least painful exit. So that person survived, but what mind did for him in that moment was releasing of DMT to uh, provide the best possible uh, transition. So imagine how powerful we are. And as you can go to buy all kinds of stuff for healing, you can also tap into your inner pharmacy, literally. So one of the actresses I watched recently said that she's practicing reverse staging. I'm interested in that also. And after a while, when she went to the check appointment, they literally couldn't believe how awesome her blood results and all results from check were. So it all works. I think that people who are saying that it's all a lie and it doesn't work are just people who are not willing or not interested, first of all, to look deep down in their eyes, to connect and reconnect with that part of their soul that they ignored for so long, and to say, you know what, we have some work to do. It's insane how people will do all kinds of stupid things just to avoid that moment of reconnection with their spirit and with their soul. If you are brave and you are willing and you do that, the blessings are beyond everything that I can even explain to you. It's literally that 24/7 your higher self is available to you. There is nothing that you have to try to manifest, to chase, to hustle and grind. It's enough to just ask and to follow your higher self and guidance that higher self provides. You literally, as I said, gain the power to see this world with the eyes of God, because your eyes are God's eyes. Let go of all conditioning, and as that one of my favorite quotes says, step out of the river of conditioning and see the world as if for the first time. Every morning we get new chance and new opportunity to explore, to all of these great and awesome people who are literally raising the awareness of humanity and doing their best to elevate the state of consciousness for the collective, say that at the beginning they were also skeptics. At the beginning they also had doubts. People are used to judge them and to say, it's easy for him now, look at him, but he doesn't know what's my sadness, what's my story, what are my challenges. No, they are had and held all of that, even much more, for what you don't know and probably will never find out. But they don't use it as a story to play the victim game. They used it, as Tony Robbins would say, the purpose of pain is not to punish you or to make you suffer. The purpose of every pain is to move you to action. Do something about it. You don't like your story, move, take the action, whatever that action might be. For the beginning, if you are sad, anxious, or depressed, that action might be just to regain or rebuild strength and will to go to take a shower. warm shower. I remember that for recent 3 or 4 years I needed long warm showers, and when I did the research, that's because warmth and acceptance and understanding wasn't something that was available for me when I needed it the most. So that's the way how I found to uh, give that to myself. Follow the next most exciting thing currently in your day-to-day life. So as I said, if you are just beginning, it might be shower, warm, long, hot shower. It might be a walk with your pet if you have a pet, or alone, or with friend. It might be to call some friend who is uplifter, who always leave you feeling better because you interacted with that person, and so on and so forth. So always know that the purpose of pain is not to make you suffer. The purpose of pain is to move you into action. And don't be fooled with people who are now thriving and living their best life. All of them have had 10 dark years, but what separates them from others is their mindset. What separates great from others is their mindset. What separates those who are somebody you would not love to be. We are all unique and special, and all of us are worthy. No matter if your goal is to live somewhere in mountains. Also, one of great saying is happy and blessed. No matter if is king or peasant, is the one who has peace, love, health, happiness in their own home. That's the greatest success. Greatest success is your calm nervous system. So whatever it is for you, work on that, and never let anyone else tell you what the definition of success for you should be. Never. Find your own and give your best to build that vision. To whenever you think, you have pleasant feelings about those thoughts. That's the uh, best way and best, greatest explanation of alignment for me. So whenever I start, and it happens, I'm just a human, whenever I start to feel something that wants to pull me in that previous identity, I immediately switch and shift, and it's like I said many times, I don't want to wear these shoes anymore. I choose to put on new shoes, to think better feeling thoughts, and to always, whenever I feel good about the things that I feel. So that's it. And try it. All those people who are now where you would love to be one day say that at the beginning they were skeptics, they didn't believe, and then they said because first of all they had nothing to lose, and that's why the bottom is not so bad place, because from the bottom you can only move to the top. And they all said that because we had nothing to lose, we decided to try. And it becomes addictive. Why it is addictive? Because simply you feel better. You literally feel like you're new person, in new body, in new life, and everything around you is new. That's how beautiful this feeling is. And I wish for every single one of you who watch this to be able to reach that point where you are simply, I don't even know what this is. It is freedom, it is enlightenment, it is ease, flow. Even when things appear that I would previously freak about, I now know that it's okay. It's good, it will always, and from this, that seems like something I should be freaking about, something great